Now, tonight, the country teeters on the brink of anarchy. Days of potentially inflammatory utterances by senior government officials has resulted in the apparent targeting of a former head of state as mobs attacked and hindered the farm belonging to the family of former President Uhuru Kenyatta. The former head of state has, in the last few days, been a target of blistering attacks from top officials of the Kenya Kwanza government, with the leaders accusing the former president of allegedly supporting the ongoing mass action protests by the opposition Azimio la Umoja coalition. And in what appears to be a culmination of threats directed at the former president, mobs descended on the Northlands farm belonging to the Kenyatta family, plundering the farm, stealing animals, destroying buildings, and later this evening setting the farm on fire. Chemutai Goin begins our extensive coverage of yet another day of tear gas, running battles, and the unprecedented targeting of a former president, and the shocking day-long inaction of the police at the Kenyatta Northlands farm.
A burst of orange-yellow lights the skyline tonight at the Northlands farm. Northeast of the capital, Nairobi, a section of the farm is on fire in a signature climax of an unusual incident there. Earlier in the day, the scene was reminiscent of the infamous invasion of the white farms in Zimbabwe. Marauding goons plundered at will. This is the Northlands farm belonging to the family of former President Uhuru Kenyatta, situated in Ruiru along the Eastern Bypass. This is the capital of the vast Kenyatta business empire and hosts, among other businesses, the giant Brookside milk processing plant. The farm is also home to a substantial amount of livestock. Goats and sheep provided ironic fodder for the looters who ferried the animals here by all means they could. Along the road, buyers made a kill from the rare prices for premium meat. Some sheep was sold for as low as 1,000 shillings. Some of the animals appear to pass out, probably out of shock. Armed with machetes and power saws, the goons broke into the farm by tearing down the fence along the Kamakis Road. The armed youth cut down trees, private security officers at the property, hopeless and overpowered. The absence of the National Police was conspicuous. The police were nowhere at the onset of the attack on the Kenyatta property, and they studiously kept off the rest of the day. According to the farm manager, 1,400 sheep and goats were stolen, stores were vandalized, boreholes were destroyed, and the farm's irrigation system was taken apart. There are no reports of any injuries of workers or staff at the farm. In the country's 60-year independence history, the raid comes unprecedented. Former President Uhuru Kenyatta has been a target of severe attacks from the officials of the new administration, as high up as the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah. The former head of state has lately been subjected to claims of allegedly funding the ongoing Azimio la Umoja mass protests.
Usipoheshimu mali ya watu wengine. Sisi wa Kenya wa hapa Mount Kenya tuko na maswali mingi ya zile mashamba kubwa kubwa mumejishikia, tukianzia na hapo Thika Road Nairobi, hapo Ruiru. Kabla hatujaenda Taita Taveta, kabla hatujaenda Nakuru, mali ya Mkenya ikivamiwa, hata hizo mashamba zenyu tutazivamia, na wenye hawana mashamba wapate mashamba Kenya hii. Musifikiri ati wananchi wa kawaida ndio watapoteza mali. Even you will pay a price if you continue to instigate violence and bloodshed in this country. And that is my message to none other than Uhuru Kenyatta, the sponsor, sole sponsor, singular financier of Azimio and the machinery that is Raila Odinga.
The verbal attacks on Kenyatta left strong hints that he and his family were game in the protracted post-election contest, pitting President William Ruto's Kenya Kwanza government and Raila Odinga's Azimio coalition. Last night, a tweet by newly appointed ICT Chief Administrative Secretary Dennis Itumbi read like a signpost to today's events with the caption, Northlands, and a dotted line. And on Monday afternoon, as mobs looted the Kenyatta property, Trade and Industry Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria tweeted in his Kikuyu dialect, quote, Maguta Maguta, loosely translated as the finest pieces of land and a presumed reference to the Kenyatta Northlands property. On Sunday, several Kenya Kwanza leaders who attended Moses Kuria's Thanksgiving service, retired President Uhuru Kenyatta was cannon fodder for the array of fire-spitting speakers.
Siakuje aambie Wakikuyu yeye ndio wapatiana ruhusa biashara zao Nairobi ziharibiwe. Come out. Financiers. Come out, financiers. Come out, financiers, so that you can take Kikuyu. And you know financiers, you are Kikuyu like us. Tumemsikia akisema Raila bado ni mkubwa yake na ndio president wake. Na kwa sababu mambo ya maandamano iko na Raila. Uhuru, are you with Raila in maandamano? Do you care about Kenyans? Don't you care about us? Biashara chito igithuka.
Mimi nimekuwa waziri tu miezi 4 peke yake na hiyo kuzunguka dunia yote. Na umeanza kutuambia tushukishe bei ya unga na wewe ni ile tu ulikuwa umeweka juu. Tafadhali jameni, tunakuheshimu, hatuna mbaya na wewe pia utuachie hiyo mzee yako. Hii mzee yako unajua wewe ndio uko na remote control. Wewe zima hiyo remote bwana. Zima hii remote kwa sababu ile biashara inaharibika ni biashara ya watu wangu.
The rhetoric, the social media postings, and the loud silence and absence of the police made for a disturbingly harmonious pattern that let goons loose on the property of a former president.